What's up, y'all? This is Kiki. You're watching Chris Music Concepts. Right now, we are at Quad Studios for a very important listening party. Now, some of y'all may know him as JP from Washington Heights. Other people know him killing it in the industry as Audubon. So, you're killing it. You are killing it. So, what's going on? How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
That is beautiful. That's beautiful. So, why did you choose the name Audubon?
I mean, Audubon basically is a avenue that's in the neighborhood that I lived in, and it's basically like where I learned a lot of like the essential survival skills, and like I had like my first fight there. Like, I remember like bagging like one of my the girlfriends that I like one of my exes there. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of stuff happened there, so I felt like what better way to embody me as a person, and even when I go outside of Washington Heights, how can I represent my neighborhood like more than just by naming myself Audubon, which is one of the most important avenues in Washington Heights. So.
Okay, definitely. Okay, so I know you weren't just on a reality show. You're actually a creator, and I know anybody can't just walk up in MTV and get a show. So how did the show come about?
I mean, it's just we from Washington Heights, and everybody talks about Washington Heights being something about selling drugs and that whole hustle mentality. So it is that, but what I did was I just took that same energy and I just redirected it into board offices and mingling with the right people and stuff, and we were able to get the idea to somebody that had a connection in MTV. So through just networking, the same hustle and grind we put in the streets, we put into networking, and we was able to take an idea we had and actually turn it into something that was real, you know. So it's just that if we wanted to do something big and we just didn't know how to do it, so we just decided to go outside of what's normal and just kind of start building relationships with people. And Becky, she's a really quintessential part of why this whole thing happened. She's one of the creators as well. She knew people that she started getting us in the mix with, and it went from one person to one person. So that's how it happened. But it was it was good material, so it was able to really you didn't have to really sell it.
Right, definitely. Okay. So do you feel like the show has helped your career at all?
Hell yeah.
Okay. What are some things that happened since the show that you were wow?
Honestly, it's the little things. It's it's the fact that I'll be on the train and somebody will lose their mind. Oh snap! And no, you know what's funny? The other day, I'm gonna be honest with you. The other day, I was walking and a girl was coming out of her building and she was super pissed off, about the whole just mad. And I saw her. As soon as she saw me, she just went crazy. She's like, "Oh my God, my day is made. I was so mad." Little stuff that if I could change a day just by me retweeting you or seeing you, that's what I want to do with my music. You know what I mean? I want to affect people's lives that way. So it's if I can do that through music or just by being somewhere or something, that I want to do that. So it's it's just, it's really exciting. I think it's changed my life very. I'm not rich. I'm still in my hood. I'm still living where I live, but I'm out there now. My music has finally made it out of the Heights, and people are appreciating it. So the show, very cool.
So with that said, what are some of your most notable singles?
Honestly, I don't make single type music.
Right.
My stuff is really hard to put on the radio. You heard it, so it's it's just a little different. It's more it's a little more realer. It's it's really coming from the heart. And when you do that, and it's not it's not what's the word I'm looking for, a formula. That's what they do. They do formulas. I need a hit. Is what they say. So I need to have a catchy hook, a beat that I make music naturally, whatever comes out of me. So it's I don't
what
really.
What do you think your best song is?
The best song is the one I did with Camille Sophia.
Okay.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
Okay.
Law of the Gods, I think that's pretty. It's very political.
Right.
And it feels good. So you want to bump to it, but you're also learning something. So.
Okay. You just put out a video, right?
Yes. Right for Kiko.
Okay. So for those of you who do not know about that ride, it happened about a month after the Rodney King riots in LA. It was in Washington Heights in 1992. Yep. NYPD officer shot and killed this man. Yep.
Execution style.
Yes. They shot and killed him. Riots going on for a week. So
that was great.
What inspired you to write this song for an incident that happened almost a decade ago? Over a decade ago.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like people really forget about their history. You know what I'm saying? They're so focused on right now and getting money now or getting the future that they forget about what got them to where they were without them even knowing. You know, so I felt like when I heard that beat, which was made by Joel, it just felt like that, what would have been playing if the riots were there. It felt like that's the soundtrack that would have been going on while the whole riot was happening.
Right.
So I just felt like I want to name it that to kind of bring the attention of our history to people, and also just like let them feel that energy, you know, just teach people some history. You know?
And the video is crazy. Y'all gotta check out the video. I love the video.
The video's crazy.
So is there anything you remember about the riots? I know you were like younger.
I was like 6 years old.
Yeah.
I just remember like just my mom was grabbing my hand like, yo, this shit looking crazy, so we need to get home.
Right.
And that was that. Like, you know, it was just really, I don't remember a lot of it, but I've gone back and looked at pictures and seen how like crazy it was, and it's pretty serious. So
Right.
I just wanted, I wanted to do that, like show people that we do have history in the Heights and we do have culture and stuff to, like that whole riot could have been almost just as big as the Rodney King riot. You know what I mean? It just wasn't because the microscope wasn't on us. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like that's why I wanted to put out this show to bring awareness of the Heights, and that it's not about drugs only. Like there's people doing arts and drawing and music and a whole bunch of poetry and all that stuff. So I just wanted to bring a different perspective of Washington Heights. So you know, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. So let's talk about while we're here tonight. What should people get from Hotel Audubon when they listen to it?
What they're gonna get is like just it's for everyone's palate. I feel like I don't make music just for one listener.
Right.
I called it the Audubon Hotel because I feel like my music has so many different levels to it that it's like every floor you're gonna kind of like experience something new.
Right.
So you know, it wasn't like really I'm trying to make a hotel. You know, it was just, you know, it was more of a a acronym, not an acronym, more what do you call that? Like it's like it's a saying. You know what I would like do just to try to insinuate what I'm really trying to say is that like my music has a lot of levels to it, and like so I call it Hotel Audubon.
Okay, nice.
People, it's gonna be crazy.
It is gonna be crazy. Okay. Is there any artists that you would like to work with in the future?
Hell yeah! I want to work with James Blake.
Okay.
That's a really like awesome artist that I'm dying to work with. Earl Sweatshirt from Our Future. That's my dude. Jameson. Action Bronson, like it's a couple of dudes. I'll get there though,
Right, you will definitely.
I'm just trying to make my way now, pay my dues, all that good stuff. So.
Right, okay. So I know like this event tonight was like only for like DJs and record executives and press. So what do you want to get out of this event? When you leave, what would make you say like this was successful? This is exactly what I wanted.
Awareness. I don't need a deal. I don't want it. Like it's not like I don't need that. I just want people to know that I'm serious. Like I'm not just an MTV individual, or I'm not, I'm serious. Like, I'm not just a Hispanic rapper doing reggaeton. Like I'm doing hip hop, R&B. I'm doing real music. So I want you to respect me as an artist first, and then like let's work, man. Let's make some history. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be respected amongst my peers, just as much as I'm respected amongst my fans and my listeners. You know, that's very important. Like I want to go into the workplace or in clubs and people respect me. Like that's the dude. Like don't come up to Washington Heights and you're not coming to see me. That's what I'm trying to get into. Like that's my town. So I wanted to get into like where it's like all these rappers is coming up now, and like I want them to come. Like I'm the gate. It's me. It's Washington Heights.
Well, I live there, so I'm about to meet you next cookout.
Feel me?
Alright.
I'm trying to build an empire.
Right.
Build, like I have a lot of people that are very talented that a lot of people don't know about. So I want to like build my own team and have my own thing going on. So I'm not in a rush for a deal. So as long as everybody heard my music and like liked it and know that I'm here now, just mission complete.
Alright, okay. So how can people contact you, stay up with Audubon, stalk you, all that good stuff?
My Instagram and my Twitter is the same. It's Audubon _AUDUBON _. My YouTube is youtube.com/Audubon AVE AUDUBONAVE. And June 25th is on Hotel Audubon.
Hotel.
You feel me? At you get that at HotelAudubonRSVP.com. We just bought the URL, so you know how that goes. We just bought that.
That's real. All right, thank you so much. All right, yeah.
Everybody doing out there, this is the one and only Audubon, and you rocking live with Chris Music Concepts.